the advert. And we are live. Welcome back to Takes by Fans. Today is August 5th, 2025. I'm your host, St. Nick, and we got a great show for you today. Alrighty, folks. Well. I mean, I know we say it almost every single day, but we made it, baby. We made it very, very close. Tomorrow is the official day of Week 1 preseason games, baby. And we got Thursday night all night long, Friday night all night long, Saturday night all night long, and Sunday night all night long of preseason football, folks. Starting tomorrow at 7 p.m., and we are not done until Sunday at 4:05. That's when the first one tips off. So about 7 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday. Gear up, baby, because football is back. So today on the show, we are going to get to our division winners. I know we went late yesterday with all the stories, didn't make it to picking all of the division winners. Now that we're seeing training camp early on, all the big buzz names are starting to fall off. Justin Fields, Caleb Williams. I called Caleb Williams Kyler Murray yesterday on the show, and I almost got eaten alive for it. But what Vegas is saying, what we're seeing, that's how we're calling it, and the Bears fans are not happy about that, let me tell you. So we'll look at all the division, see how the odds have changed now that we are getting footage of these teams that everybody was kind of expecting to be not great, but good and competitive and maybe knocking on the door for the division. So we'll see how Vegas is changing these odds now that they're seeing what they're seeing compared to what we're seeing, and we'll find the value in all that. So we'll go through, we'll choose all the winners for the divisions. We'll try to build some parlays, like a lock parlay. We'll try to find a value parlay, and we'll get this August going, because this is where we make all of our future bets, folks. Real early on, that's where you get the value, but now we get the value with the information in August. This is where I like to place the division winners, the win totals, yards, touchdowns. We get into that in this month of August, so stick to our Discord, because I am going to put out season-long plays that are for the entire Discord, folks, where you can cash in on the end of the season when our bets cash. Bink. So once again, WHOP.com, WHOP.com/takesbyfans, $20 a month. You get into $3,000 of sweat-free bets every single month, because we do a daily $100 bet. And like I said, folks, we are going to be putting season-long bets into that Discord for y'all to cash in at the end of the season, because we are right. When we tell you the Dolphins are going to win the division, and we hit on that, and we give away free money in the Discord because of it, y'all will be thanking me. So we got that today on the show. We'll obviously break down all the stories, because a new quarterback has entered the chat, folks, for the Browns. What the hell are they doing over there? So that's all that. And tomorrow is my debut stream on back debut stream on Whatnot. So if you are into sports cards, breaking, all of that, check me out tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern time on the app Whatnot on the Goal Daddy channel, folks. I'll be on there. Also, just follow me on Instagram. That's going to be your best place to see what's going on all over the place. So Instagram, I think it's Saint Nick, Saint ST_Nick _TBF. Saint Nick Takes by Fans TBF. Alrighty. So with all that out of the way, let's jump into today. In the first, this one just broke, folks. I'm talking like 10 minutes ago, and we always got to shout them out. So big round of applause, folks, for Rams running back Kyren Williams. He gets a 3-year, $33 million extension, including $23 million guaranteed, and we love that. Running backs getting paid. He's one of the most slept on, disrespected, slapped in the face running backs. This deal is also a little bit of a slap in the face. 3-year, $33 million, $11 million. I mean, this is chump change for running backs. We're trying to fix the market. Don't love what Kyren Williams did, but all right, team-friendly deal. This Rams team is knocking on the door of a Super Bowl run. We saw it last year. We're going to see it again this year. But love him getting paid. He deserves it. And watch out for a little Kyren Williams to run wild this year with that new bag. So shout out to Kyren Williams on the extension. All righty, let's go here quick. Not a lot of basketball to talk about, but we do have Giannis back into the mix here. Off-season basketball talk. We get Shams going on ESPN First Take yesterday, kind of breaking down, it's kind of 50-50 in the air if Giannis is going to stay or demand a trade and all that. Now, one of the things Shams says is that Giannis is considering if he can actually win a ring with Milwaukee. This is what he has to say.
And the one big question that is surrounding Giannis Antetokounmpo, that's surrounding his camp, is can he win another championship? Is this Bucks roster built for this upcoming season, for 2026-27, for him to win another championship, his second?
Is this Bucks roster the most important thing, according to Shams, is can Giannis win a championship with this Bucks roster? Now, first and foremost, let's just go the head coach. Do they have a head coach good enough to win an NBA championship? And unfortunately, they do not. So, with that being said, Giannis, yes, demand the trade. You got to kick, you got to scream, you got to do whatever you can. You either get the trade or you got to kick Doc Rivers out. I mean, it's one of the two. Doc Rivers is not a good head coach. I know. Y'all love Doc Rivers. The media made y'all love Doc Rivers. He's a part of all those super teams that always kind of fell flat of their expectations. Yes, he's got one ring with the Celtics, but once again, one ring with that Celtics team, that's an underachievement. Sorry. No ring or no finals appearance with the Lob City Clippers. Underperforming. The 76ers, not with this Bucks team. Damian Lillard gets injured. I mean, folks, I think that was a little bit of a sign there for Giannis. You bring Damian Lillard over and Doc Rivers, and Damian Lillard gets injured. I mean, the universe is telling you, Giannis, you gotta leave. So we know the coach is not a good fit. Now, just their depth chart, I mean, we see that Kyle Kuzma's in the starting lineup. Kyle Kuzma's the worst NBA player in the league. I'm sorry. It's Kyle Kuzma and Jordan Poole. They're kind of tied for worst players in the NBA currently. So, once again, big strike number 2. Big ol' elephant trunk in the room, number 2, with Kyle Kuzma in the starting lineup. You brought over Miles Turner. Good. All right, we like that. Gary Trent Jr. Okay. Kevin Porter Jr. Okay. We got Cole Anthony coming off the bench. Oof. Yikes. Woof. So, no, I like Bobby Portis. Bobby Portis should honestly be the 3. I mean, I'm not starting Kyle Kuzma. My starting lineup for this Bucks team is Kevin Porter Jr. at the 1, Gary Trent Jr. at the 2, Bobby Porter's at the 3, Giannis at the 4, Turner at the 5. That's what I run 3 bigs. I'm going to run 3 bigs with this lineup. Sorry. Kyle Kuzma, you can come off the bench. You can try to get some production off the bench, Kyle, but you're not running with the starters here. So I'm begging Giannis to run far from Milwaukee. You did your thing. You paid Milwaukee back. I hate that Giannis is trying to be tied to Milwaukee because, they believed in him. They drafted him. You repaid them. You got them a ring. You got them a title. Now you can leave. All right. You were a good person, good guy. You brought them a title, and now you can leave because they don't know what the hell they're doing anymore. After that title, they lost their mind. So, Giannis, you got to leave. Don't feel like a bad guy. It's business at the end of the day. No. So you can't feel bad for leaving. It's business, okay? Can't get mad if you don't get your money, your raise, or if they throw you in the trash. You can't get mad if they don't want to be there anymore, okay? Business goes both ways. Folks, I'm trying to give y'all game here. I'm really trying to help y'all out. Business is business, goes both ways. Use it to your advantage, okay? So, Giannis, if he truly believes what he says, if he truly means what he says of, hey, I can't see myself winning here, I'm going to leave. You got to leave now. You will not win. And I know the East is going to be a little easy this year, and it may look like a trap. I can stay in the East, I can dominate, and I can get kind of an easy path here. I can get traded next year or something like, no. Don't fall for the trap, Giannis. Do not fall for that trap. So we'll see. I don't even know if this Bucks team will be competitive. I don't even know if this roster is going to be competitive in the East with everybody injured this year. I don't even know. Oof, woof. All right. And one more thing before we truly dive into the NFL and all the stories and start talking division winners. Let's quickly do our favorite thing, updating on Antonio Brown. Is he still wanted? Is he still fleeing the country, allegedly, potentially? We see this tweeted out yesterday, thinking about writing a book. Okay, yeah, he's finding productive uses of his time. So, yes, Antonio Brown, lock in, write the book, get all your thoughts clear down on paper, okay? You can get it released before you get locked up in the clank. Okay, Antonio Brown book, I'd read it, I'm sure. I'd read it. I would read it. I mean, the marketing around the book itself would be worth buying the book. All right, what else do we got here? The best manipulators won't even argue with you. 23 minutes ago, and that's true. Look, folks, if you want to get into the science of arguments and all that, and yeah, the best manipulators won't even argue with you because they need you to make a fool of yourself. If you get riled up and start talking crazy talk like Josh Allen, you get discredited. People don't even listen to me anymore because of the Josh Allen talk because it gets me going. And now I look like a clown because I got going over Josh Allen. I couldn't just compose myself and sit here and be like, well, I know everybody says Josh Allen's like the best quarterback in the league, and he has done nothing to prove himself to even earn that title, but it's okay. Y'all can say that. I think it's Joe Burrow just because, I watched the game. So, I got that going. I was just relying on the stats and all that, but like y'all do. But, I would say Josh Allen's not even like top 5. We actually got him top 6. Yeah. Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts. I'm forgetting our list. I think I've got it up here somewhere. Yep, right here. Patrick Mahomes 1, Joe Burrow 2, Jalen Hurts 3, Lamar Jackson 4, Matthew Stafford 5, Josh Allen 6, 2 of 7. I mean, that's our top 7. See, if I always presented my arguments like that, people would listen, people would take me seriously. But because Josh Allen always gets me so worked up because y'all talk out of your gourd, it gets me going, and then I look like the bumbling, rambling fool, all right? So Antonio Brown is right here. The best manipulators won't even argue with you. They let you destroy yourself, get you going. Then my work here is done. I stay silent and people agree with me. You know what I mean? I got all the Bills fans riled up. You see? You almost heard them from Buffalo. As I was staying cool, calm, collected, Josh Allen is not top 5 quarterback in the league. Sorry. I won't get animated. I won't get worked up. It's just facts. If y'all want to get worked up, that's fine. Josh Allen is not top 5 quarterback in the league. I've said what I said, and I mean it. Sorry. I'm cool. I'm composed. I'm calm. I'm right, folks. So, I like that by Antonio Brown. What else we got here? Alrighty. She doesn't. I mean, everyone calls this girl like the vampire, and she doesn't look great. But I mean, come on now, let her live. All right, we got another mood. Oh boy, he's going at Mac Hollins. Nicolas Cage says he remembers being in a womb. And then Antonio Brown says he's a lying sack of shit. As when Antonio Brown, he's beefing on engagement farming Twitter posts. Not good. Not good there, Antonio. That's why we need you to lock it and write the book. Get off Twitter. Alrighty. Taking a shot at Cameron Brink and Trevor Lawrence. Not great. Once again, he hates Jimmy Kimmel. I mean, that's the funniest thing, I think. Alrighty. He's doing his thing. So, we still think he's fleeing the country. Private car, private game. Your seat's waiting. You in? BC Game. He's pushing this. What's BC Game? Multi-award winning betting platform. Ooh, betting platform. Looks like a crypto casino. All right. So he's pushing the crypto game, crypto casino, which is literally everyone's game right now. So can't blame him too much. Can't blame him. Everyone's doing it. Stake and all these online crypto casinos. Hey, make your money, folks. Make your money. Alrighty. That's all I really want to touch upon in the NBA and Antonio Brown. So now let's shift gears to the NFL, break down the stories, and then get into those division odds, baby. Alrighty, so let's start here. The first most breaking news, and I'm going to tell you right now, I am looking forward to this. Hard Knocks with the Buffalo Bills premieres tonight, baby. On HBO Max, formerly HBO Max, now HBO Max again. So I'll be watching. Hey, Joshua, I'll be tuning in, I'll tell you. And I'm going to let y'all know right now. Hey, Josh, I'll be watching. And I'm going to be breathing down your neck this year. Sorry. Everybody wants to make this big old push that Josh Allen's the best in the league. He's the best quarterback in the league. He's the best overall player in the league. We all know all these other mock drafts. Josh Allen in a total redraft of the entire NFL. Josh Allen would be selected first overall because he's the best. He doesn't beat Patrick Mahomes, and his stats don't even say he's the best in the league, but he's the best in the league. So if the national media wants to push this narrative, if the Buffalo Bills fans all truly believe it, then y'all will have no problem with me holding them to those standards throughout the entire year, yes? Yes? Because that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. Every day, every week, the Monday after that Sunday when they play, I'll be spending the entire show, 1 full hour, critiquing Josh Allen. Just because I want to hold him to those standards. I don't want Josh Allen to dip below y'all's standards of him. No. He's great. He can handle the pressure. He can handle the accountability. No, he's the greatest of all time. Of course he can handle the pressure from the beard breathing down his neck. So, I will be watching this live. I will have my popcorn in hand because I'm ready to critique and break down everything Josh Allen. If he's truly the greatest, then we all have a lot to learn tonight, okay? So take out a notebook, bring a pencil or a pen, and start taking notes because we are going to witness some behind-the-scenes look of the greatest person to ever grace this green earth, okay? And we're going to hold them to those standards. And the standards start tonight on the leadership. So we'll see the behind-the-scenes. We know he's a good guy. He signs the autographs. He does all this, blah, blah, blah. We'll see the man behind the curtain. We'll get a look, and we'll break him down. So quickly, we got a nice little teaser trailer for it, so let's watch it. Let's see what we're in for here. Hard Knocks with the Buffalo Bills and the greatest quarterback of all time. Here we go. I just muted it. Here we go.
It truly takes everybody to have team success.
Oh, does it? It takes everybody for team success, Josh? Besides the running backs, huh? Pay James Cook.
That matter. It takes a whole village. We're going to do whatever we can to bring Lombardi back here to Western New York.
Okay. Super Bowl or bust for the Bills. No excuses. No Super Bowl or bust, or if Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. It's no. Super Bowl or bust. You heard it from the horse's mouth. A reason to believe, and if I have to hear this one more time, believe. Cool play on words, real cool. Billustration. How to billustration? Enough.
You guys ready back there? Far away.
Now that you're inside the building,
We're inside the building.
it's what you do with the opportunity.
Yeah, what do you do with the opportunity there, Sean McDermott? It's what you do with the opportunity. What did you do with your opportunity? 13 seconds left in the game to win. Just got to hold him. Just can't let him drive 50 yards for the field goal.
Josh Allen is Superman right now.
Josh Allen is Superman right now, and Patrick Mahomes is his kryptonite. Let's fit that in there, yes? Because is it not true? If he is Superman, Patrick Mahomes is his kryptonite. Okay, I mean, I don't. If y'all want to use that, y'all can use that. Josh Allen's your Superman. He's got a big old weakness, okay? If you saw the new movie, I mean, Kryptonite was getting him good, getting him bad. All right, here we go.
The best player in the building wearing number 17.
Best player in the
It's
building,
Buffalo
classic Josh Allen. The gush continues.
versus the world.
It's Buffalo versus the world. Oh, my goodness. All this Bolton-born material the Bills need just to try to beat Mahomes in the playoffs. It's just too funny here, folks. There you get all the love and the praise from the national media. Josh Allen's the best quarterback, but no, it's Buffalo versus the world. Okay. Okay.
There's just one thing
That's
left
what y'all got to tell yourself. Okay.
to do.
We have to make the city proud.
Got to make the city proud. Y'all been trying to do that for 50 years and failing. Now it's different. Okay.
About hanging a banner.
Let's hang a banner, yeah. Something else than the NFC or AFC East champions. I mean, come on, that's you're going to try and you're chasing the ghost of Tom Brady with all those banners. Okay, you're not gonna catch him. Get over it.
We're not done yet.
One team,
Iron sharpens iron. It's good to see the boys out there competing.
one
Mafia
family.
showed up.
The expectations, the adversity.
That's what motivates and strengthens us.
The adversity of always losing to Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs always sharpens us better.
Are you kidding me?
It all
Resilient.
starts
That is
here.
Buffalo to a core, baby.
All right, well, that premieres tonight, folks, on HBO Max, so you gotta watch it. You can't not watch the greatest man to grace this earth in a behind-the-scenes look. So I'm sure this will be the highest-rated Hard Knocks. I'll be watching. And I'll be judging, Josh. And I'll be judging. And I can't wait to see what you do this year. Because I'll be watching, Josh. I'll be watching. So go get it done. Alrighty. The other big old breaking news from last night, folks. What the hell is this? We've been keeping close tabs to that Cleveland Browns quarterback numero uno spot. And a new challenger has appeared. I mean, we were talking about it yesterday. I mean, that quarterback room is still trash at the end of the day. And Kevin Stefanski and the Browns kind of agree because the Browns just signed quarterback Snoop Huntley, Tyler Huntley, former Raven, former Dolphin, and now potential Browns starting quarterback. So without further ado, let's update the Poly market. Are the odds of him up? Because we may have to buy him up. Do we have Snoop Huntley in the mix? Well, we've got the other tab. We've got an other, and that's where we're going to get the value at, folks. We might have to go other here. I mean, why do you bring in him? I mean, we're 2 weeks into this training camp, folks, and now you're looking for another quarterback when you've got 4 active now. Not a good look for the Browns. I mean, this really just truly, I mean, this is crazy. I mean, this is nuts. We knew Kenny Pickett wasn't doing anything. We've been seeing Shedeur Sanders, but hearing different. Dylan Gabriel was kind of hot at the first couple days, but he's been going downhill ever since. Media, everyone's been saying he's really not ready. Joe Flacco's not anything. I mean, we just looked at his numbers yesterday. I mean, those are not veteran numbers. They're not. And then Kenny Pickett, the hands are too small. We're not doing it. I don't care. I'd rather go with any other quarterback than those small hands. I'm sorry, Kenny. You're not it. It's unfortunate. You're a Super Bowl champion. That's good for you. That's good. Take it and leave the league. So this is not looking good for the Browns if you're a Browns fan. And really, this has been started yesterday, and now I'm going to start to agree with it. Maybe Kevin Stefanski isn't this big brain offensive mind that we thought he was. When, he was still winning games, when Deshaun Watson was trash and then got pulled, and then you throw in Flacco. I mean, he won games and got to the playoffs. I mean, we still got to give him credit. But the fact that he can't build an offense around one of these four quarterbacks, I mean, that's a little egregious. That you have to, 2 weeks into training camp, look for another option out here, and Tyler Huntley ain't it. I mean, if this is the option we're going for, I mean, we start Shedeur Sanders. There's no reason to start Tyler Huntley. He won games with the Ravens, but we remember, I mean, that Ravens team offensively, defensively is really stacked. He goes to the Dolphins, can't do anything. And I'm sure if he goes to the Browns, he will continue to not do anything. So this is a real bad look for Cleveland. I mean, you draft Dylan Gabriel because you really believe in him. Then you potentially got bullied or forced into drafting Shedeur Sanders. So your plan A doesn't work out and your plan B doesn't work out. Your plan C for Joe Flacco is looking like an old quarterback. And your plan D of bringing in a Super Bowl champion that's not good to bring some winning energy is not working either. So Kevin Stefanski is being held in a negative light here, and I think it's rightfully so. So this whole thing is not good. You can't bring in another quarterback this late. I mean, if you are truly concerned, I mean, you bring him in before training camp started a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. You don't do it now. We just had this. This was yesterday before the Tyler Huntley news. The Browns released the first official quarterback unofficial depth chart. And it was as follows. I mean, we saw this in the betting. I mean, it lines up with the betting on Polymarket. But it was Joe Flacco 1, Kenny Pickett 2, Dylan Gabriel 3, Shedeur Sanders 4. Now they bring in Snoop Huntley. So, Browns, I know you had the big old buzz around you that you faked. Unveil the new helmet, and then your photographer falls into the water. Why are you having it in the water in the first place? The dog oversells the shock, gives it away. Oh, what? Oh, my God. Oh, stand back. If you know, you know, folks. So, the Browns are not having a great offseason here, folks. I'll tell you. So, Browns, week 1 starting quarterback. We may have to bet the other here, folks. 2%, we get good value. Bet it on Polymarket. All right, and then Exhibit A here, folks. ESPN Cleveland, and I got to shout out this Twitter page. It's a great Twitter page. Great content. They keep it updated daily. They've been giving us great I don't want to say insider information, but great access to the Cleveland Browns. They do the daily recap of the passes that the quarterback's taken. I got to shout out ESPN Cleveland on Twitter. Fantastic Twitter page. Whoever's running it, give them a raise. They deserve more money. So they tweet out this poll. Do you approve or disapprove of Browns coach Kevin Stefanski? Now, I voted approve, but I just needed to see what the numbers were. And the numbers still approve of them, but it is a little close. 58% approval, 41% disapproval with 1,500 votes total. So Browns, they're starting to, I haven't really heard of any big pressure on Kevin Stefanski up until this moment. So, Kevin, you better figure out this offense and figure it out fast. Alrighty, let's keep going here. We have a full week of preseason football, so we can bet, we can parlay, and we can cash out before the season even begins. Now, last week, it was just one lone game, the Chargers game, and we ended up betting on the Lions, and how foolish of us. Apparently, the 5th, 6th, 7th string wide receivers can actually catch. It's the starters that are getting some nice inside information that we could potentially use to help us bet. Patriots play on the buzz around the stadium. A lot of head out of their ass for one, but we like them on the money line at minus 150. It brings good football for them. So that's a little insight number one. Insight number two, and we knew this was coming, but we get the validation. Joe Burrow and the Bengals starters will, quote, play several series in preseason opener versus the Eagles, and we know this has been a huge topic, a huge emphasis point for Zach Taylor, the head coach for the Bengals, and really just the Bengals overall. They have to get out to a faster start, especially if not really shoring up that defense in the offseason or signing Trey Hendrickson. They're truly going to have to full lean on this offense being great from the get-go to the end of the season if they want to even a smidge of a chance to make the playoffs. So, Joe Burrow and the starters will play, quote, several series in Cincinnati's preseason opener against the Eagles on Thursday, Zach Taylor told reporters. Taylor added the Bengals' following preseason game versus the Commanders on August 18th will be where starters see the most playing time ahead of the regular season. So, definitely watch out for them in Game 2, but they're still getting great action in Game 1. So, Bengals play the Eagles. And we're not getting great value here. Vegas is ahead of us on this one. Bengals are minus 6.5 favorites on the road for the preseason game, and they're minus 270 on the money line. But we parlay the Patriots and the Bengals together, both on the money line, and we get a nice plus juice of plus 125. So that is going to be an official endorsed play here, folks. Give it up. Our first official endorsed play of the football season, folks. Patriots, Bengals on the money line, and we're at the plus value. So lock it in while you can, folks. Plus 125. We love that all day. We're not swallowing points in the preseason, okay? That's the D-Gen. And I hate the word D-Gen. I hate when people say it. It really drives me crazy, okay? We're all just living out here, okay? It's not D-Gen. It's just what else is there to do? What else am I going to do with all this money that I have? I guess I'll just bet it. So, maybe the point spread is a little D-Gen in preseason, but we're not doing any of that. We're going money line here for plus money. Bengals, Patriots, folks. Thursday, Friday, we got our days covered there. And we'll have more plays, folks. I mean, we're going to be betting. We're going to be betting, folks. It's our Discord, wap.com/takesbyfans. We bet, folks. If you like betting, join the Discord, okay? I tell you what to bet, and I bet for y'all. All right. So, Bengals, Patriots. We're loving it this week. More to come. All righty, let's keep moving on here. And let's get into, what's this? Oh. All right, let's talk about this before we continue on. But we have to say yes to this. And we may have to run into the trap once again. Trap bets, trap value, all that. We don't tiptoe around it. We full sprint toward those traps, okay? And we got to do it again this year. We have to do it again this year, folks, okay? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, can't get fooled again. Fool me 4, 5, 6 times. We're looking for the value now, okay? And that same old mistake is drafting Kyle Pitts in fantasy football. Draft him early, overdraft him, but definitely make sure you got him on your squad because this could finally truly be the year that we all thought 6 years in the making. It's now, folks. We get this. Kyle Pitts and Michael Penix Jr. are golf buddies, and Penix is working on establishing a high level of chemistry with Pitts in the hopes that he can fulfill his immense potential. We heard kind of the first 2 days of training camp. He was like, see, we threw him the ball. I was throwing him the ball. I was forcing him the ball. We're seeing all the great highlights of Kyle Pitts in training camp. He still has the hands. He's still catching the ball. That was never really the issue. The speed, maybe the buy-in ability, never truly there. But they got the quarterback now. The buzz is finally back in Atlanta, and we got to do it one more year, okay? We got to do it one more year, folks. Draft Kyle Pitts. Don't think I'm too big brain. He won't get me again. Knock it off and draft him, okay? We're chasing Kyle Pitts in fantasy this year, folks. You are going to get the win that y'all deserve, that y'all thought you were going to have for the last 6 years. This is it. Draft Kyle Pitts. All righty. Let's keep going here, and we're gonna get a little deep here, folks. We're gonna get a little deep. But we talked about it yesterday on the show. Jerry Jones having kind of closed door meetings with no agents and just the player. Heard about it with Micah Parsons. These sneak negotiations, these slimy, snaky tactics that these owners use. And the thing that's supposed to help the players and to make sure the players don't get forced into these situations, they're just allowing it to happen. They're allowing it to happen. Jerry Jones keeps negotiating directly with players who have agents, and the NFL and the NFLPA keep letting them do it. Nobody's stepping in and protecting the players because we know everything's corrupt. We're hearing from the NFLPA that they were covering up that lawsuit that kind of found that everybody was working together collusion style to not fulfill guaranteed contracts. That was uncovered. And then their NFLPA stepped down. And then their new NFLPA that's supposed to be even better. Maybe not so good. Because once again, Pablo Torre doing the Lord's work, and we got to shout him out. The only true journalist left in the sports world, Pablo Torre. This is what he has to say about the new NFLPA. Because he's kind of been at a leadership position before, and he's just another company man. These company men, folks. They're all holding everybody back. They say, yeah, I'll stoop low and fuck over all these players that, produced a product for all of us to be here. I'll go ahead and fuck them all over. It's all right. Doc Rivers, company man, exhibit number A. He's got no problem. These people have some incentives for playing times that's going to cost the team and the owner money. Okay, I won't play them. We've seen that multiple times by Doc Rivers. Former players have criticized Doc Rivers for being the company man. A la Giannis, you got to run for the hills. Run for the hills. Doc Rivers plays ball with the ownership. He will always side with the ownership, and he will never look out for the player. We know this, folks. And the new NFLPA that isn't going to hold, Jerry Jones accountable or, let the actual rulings from investigation see the light of day. The new NFLPA interim executive director is no other than David White. And if you don't know who David White is, I didn't know, but Pablo Torre does. And he's just another company man. Here we go. This is Pablo Torre.
For this role. Why are the two finalists, Lloyd Howell, and also a guy named David White?
David White, here he is.
And David White, Mike, I didn't know a ton about, but his background contains the following headline from Deadline Hollywood in 2015. Quote, "Open Secret and Lies, How SAG-AFTRA boss David White misled union board on pedophile docu."
Yeah. So that's David White. running interference for the company. Oh, I'm supposed to, I'm supposed to be kind of for the actors here. SAG-AFTRA, I'm kind of, SAG is the thing that keeps all the actors together. SAG-AFTRA is kind of like the NFLPA where, we're supposed to be, supporting the actors so they don't get lowballed from the system and all that. And he did the opposite. Everyone's doing the opposite of what they're supposed to be doing here, folks, and getting paid handsomely for it.
So what I did was I reached out to David White last Wednesday. He replied to my LinkedIn message and then ghosted me.
So David White obviously isn't going to be talking to Pablo Torre.
So never got to hear him explain the NFLPA search or the quote-unquote pedophile docu-scandal. But what I found out from one high-level Hollywood source, a union source, is that White had resigned from SAG-AFTRA in 2021 and was subsequently rumored to be in the running to lead the AMPTP, which is the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers, which, I didn't quite appreciate this, is the NFL to SAG-AFTRA's NFLPA. Meaning that David White, according to my source, Mike, is the kind to, quote-unquote, play ball with management, if that happens to remind you of anybody.
Play ball with management. We'll sweep all this under the rug. I'm going to side with management and not the players, even though that's who I'm supposed to be representing. And then I'll get some sort of kickback and a new job in a few years or some payout. You play ball, you get paid, and once again, money rules everything. So the NFLPA just swapped one company man playing ball for another company man playing ball. So don't expect anything to change. Don't expect the running back contracts to get to increase. Watch out for these sudden guarantees to go away, fully guaranteed contracts just vanishing. And I think the next thing that these teams are going to kind of be nitpicking and colluding together with is going to be kind of just quarterback contracts overall because they've gotten out of hand. And they're going to start reining that in a little bit. So get your money while you can because David White is here to take it from you, folks. Nothing changes, folks. Nothing matters. And just, it's just crazy. It's just like these owners think that they're like big brain, but at the end of the day, it's costing y'all money. Y'all can't just be smart, pay them early before me. Folks, money's always increasing in the NFL. You know why? Because it's the only television or only product that people are watching nowadays. Nobody's watching television. People are barely watching, the streaming, Netflix, Hulu. It's not on constantly. They throw it on every now and then. It's live sports that are getting really all the attention nowadays. So, more money for the NFL, more money for the players, and we've seen it literally increase every single year. This is nothing new, folks. Because we get this right here. Cowboys, Dak Prescott cap number is $50.5 million more than the Eagles with A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and Jalen Hurts combined. Once again, good ownership, good front office. The Eagles, they're paying everybody and winning. Oh my God, it's like they're magicians. You can pay and win. What? Because all these teams say it's one or the other. The Eagles say, no, this is actually easy. Y'all don't know what y'all are doing. Once again, shout out to Howie Roseman. So the Cowboys, one player has a $50 million more of a cap hit than the Eagles' top three players all on offense. So, Jerry, you think you're like doing big brain IQ? Hey, we're going to actually swindle him and pay him later. Well, now you're paying him more because the precedent by every other player in his position has been set. So what's the play? We pay him more, now we overpay? It's just crazy, folks. It's crazy. Nothing matters. Jerry Jones doesn't learn. He's still going to own the team. He will never sell. Blah, blah, blah. Cowboys, y'all gotta make some noise, folks. Petitioning. You got to petition, folks. Really, have your voice heard. I mean, it's true. It's true, but you got to stay calm. Once again, at the opening of the show, don't let the people get you. Don't let the people get you excited. Because that's when people, don't take it seriously. You got to petition, you got to protest, but you got to do it sound. Got to control yourself. All right? I can help y'all if you need it. If the Cowboys truly want to make some change, reach out to me and we'll start it, all right? I started the running backs and now they're all getting paid money. I'll do it for the Cowboys. We'll get Jerry Jones to sell, folks. All righty. We gotta go here. We gotta go here, folks. We can't do no more stories. We got 13 minutes, and we got to talk about division winners. So, final thing here, pay Scary Terry. Terry McLaurin hasn't missed a game since 2020. Availability, best ability, pay Scary Terry. And despite being covered by number one corners his entire career, because Washington has not had any other good receiver because they've been a trash organization, he's never had a teammate top 700 yards in receiving, and he's recorded 5 straight seasons of 1,000+ yards. So, pay Scary Terry, and let's get our head out of our ass, all right, Washington? Let's take the head out of the ass. All right. And then just quickly, the odds for Scary Terry's next team are out. Washington still the favorites at -250. Patriots second favorites at +450. Raiders up next at +500. And then it kind of gets, probably not happening levels. Titans, Chargers, both +1100. Jets +1300. Browns +1400. Please don't go to the Browns. They'll have you play quarterback. You'll be the Josh Allen of the Browns. You play quarterback, receiver, and running back over there. So if that's what you want to do, Scary Terry, if you want to be the Josh Allen, then you go to Cleveland, but I wouldn't endorse that. All righty. Also, we're going to finish off on this. Leave Jaden Daniels and his mother alone. We know Jaden Daniels' mother is always kind of tied to the hip of Jaden Daniels, trying to keep him out of trouble, trying to be his agent a little bit. Everyone's like, oh, she's got to let go. She's got to cut the apron strings. Mama Bird got to fly back home. Let the little bird live. We get Trey Wingo, folks, saying she needs a hobby. No. She's exactly where she needs to be, right by his side. While everyone's fucking everybody, literally and figuratively, literally, everyone's fucking each other, folks. They're either trying to fuck you for your money, or just fuck you because they think you're cute. I mean, I don't want to go too deep, but, Christian Wilkins didn't leave the Raiders for no reason, folks, okay? I'm sure it was more than just a little smooch on the head. I'm sure he was trying to fuck somebody. We know, folks, we know. A lot of fucking going on. So, everyone's trying to fuck Jaden Daniels. His mother right next to him to protect him is exactly where she needs to be, all right? All these people not wanting to pay like a one-on-one for the contract, where Jerry Jones and get him to sign a not good deal. Try to fuck him. No. Jaden Daniels' mother is a for pleasure, okay? If there's anybody fucking my son, it's me, all right? So, I like this. Protect them. A lot of fuckers out there, okay, Jaden? Watch your back. Okay. Now we can move on here. Quickly. Also, sheesh, there's so much. Speed run here. First and foremost, Travis Hunter's probably going to play more offense. Yesterday we heard Liam Cohen say that Travis Hunter is going to be in the offensive game. Once again, we weren't high on him as a receiver coming out of college. We liked him as a corner. But so far of what we've seen, he's going to be more of an offensive role than a defensive role. So we'll see if that's smart. We'll see if that's right. And then also this, can we stop making the best teams better? I mean, what the hell are y'all thinking? It should be outlawed. If you win the Super Bowl, you are not allowed to trade with anybody for the entire year. Sorry. You can pick up free agents. That's fine. But you cannot reach for defensive tackle Thomas Booker. I think that's the fourth. Now, I'm not going to lie to y'all and tell y'all their team. Okay? I don't know what the Raiders are. I mean, do you think a Super Bowl champion is going to get rid of the players that truly performed well for them to win? They got rid of Kenny Pickett the minute the game was over. Okay? The final whistle, Kenny, you're not riding the plane back with us. The Browns are going to come pick you up here. The Browns are going to pick you up for the stadium, all right? We thank you for being here, but the season's over. Your job is done. You're heading to the Cleveland now, okay? So, if this player was any good, the Eagles would not be trading him away. So I don't know what the Raiders thought they were getting, okay? Like some great piece that really won them the ring. Making them even better. It's crazy. Your own arch nemesis making your team better. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right. Now we're good. Yes. Okay. All right. We got a few more minutes left in the show. Division winners in the NFL. We're going to go through every division. Pick the winner that we know is going to win. We'll also track the value on seeing if anything's changed from when we initially took our screenshot of the division odds. Let me get it up here. This was taken on 6/4, folks. 6/4, 2 months ago. 2 months ago. So now that, once again, we've got the footage, Vegas is seeing the footage, the team's out there. Let's see where the odds are, where the value is on who's winning every division in the NFL. And once again, also continuing on for the month of August, we are going to be diving into win totals as well for the remainder of the month, seeing where value has changed and locking in our value finally. We've been talking for the last 3-4 months on value, on win totals and division odds. This month, we officially lock in. So here we go. Starting with the AFC West. The current favorites are still the Chiefs at -120. Broncos are second favorites at +300. Chargers are right behind them at +310. And the Raiders are +2,000. Now, these odds have not changed at all since June 4th, folks. Now, we are still going to be taking the Chiefs here. We are going to be officially taking the Chiefs to win the division. -120, still all right value. Now, I do think the Chiefs maybe drop off a little bit. I think their unbeatable aura is still still broken. I do still think that aura is kind of gone, but they're still good. The Broncos, I can't buy into Bo Nix just quite yet. The Chargers, this whole Najee Harris thing, not good. Seeing Omer and Hampton that game one, and I know it's only game one, but wasn't really what I was expecting to see. So I'm still going Chiefs here at -120. The Raiders come on now, it's Geno Smith. I love Pete Carroll. I'm gushing over Pete Carroll's return, but it's Geno Smith at the end of the day. He's got a little bit of a ceiling. But watch out for the Raiders to maybe be better than the Broncos, maybe. All right, here we go. Next up is the NFC North. The current favorites to win are the Lions at +155. The Packers are second favorites at +250. The Vikings are third favorites at +320, and the Bears are at +475. Now, a lot of movement here. Lions went from +140 to +155. Packers lost value from +260 to +250. Vikings lost value from +400 to +320. And the Bears gained value. Not good. Exactly what we've been seeing, folks. Bears +425, now +475. So, big increase here. We're ruling out the Bears. We do not like what we've been seeing from Caleb Williams. I know, we're overreacting to preseason footage. Okay, training camp footage. But I'm telling y'all, his career is exactly like Kyler Murray right now. And when you look at the stats, Kyler Murray had more yards, he had more interceptions, but I still think he won more games. I'm telling y'all, I want to believe. I want to believe in Caleb Williams. I don't want to knock this kid. But everything that we've seen so far is not great. And Ben Johnson doesn't seem to be helping. So this is Kyler Murray rookie year. This is Kyler Murray's rookie year. 542 attempts, threw the ball 542 times, 64% completion percentage, 3,700 yards, 20 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. He had another 4 rushing touchdowns and another 500 rushing yards. And this is Caleb Williams, rookie year, first year. Threw the ball 562 times, so attempts are really the same here. His completion percentage down 62.5%, yards down 3,500, touchdowns at 20, interceptions at 6. So, same amount of touchdowns. Kyler Murray did have more interceptions, but he went 5-10-1. Caleb Williams went 5-12. So, same, folks. Now, Kyler Murray did have a better year 2, but nothing drastic, nothing crazy. Completion percentage goes up from 64 to 67%, which is fantastic. Yards go up from 3,700 to 3,900. Good. Touchdowns go from 20 to 26, and interceptions stay the same at 12. Record improves to 8-8. And once again, that's what I kind of see the Bears doing. Statistically, stats-wise, it's probably going to increase by Caleb Williams, but not by a factor of jaw-dropping. And the wins will go up a little bit. You go from 5 to 8, probably the same for Caleb Williams here. 5 to 7, 5 to 8. But not winning the division. Caleb Williams is Kyler Murray, folks. I'm breaking it first. So, not betting the Bears here and not betting the Lions. Canceling those two out quickly. And the thing that's just making me ick for the Packers is that they still don't have a number 1. Their new rookie seeming like he could be the number 1, but we thought that the last 2 years with all their other receivers. So, really liking the Vikings here. It has nothing to do with J.J. McCarthy. All he has to do is be a game manager, and that's what he was in Michigan, and it worked. That's all he has to do here with the Vikings. Sam Darnold did it. J.J. McCarthy can do it. Now, the only slight on the Vikings winning the division is that Jordan Addison is probably going to miss the first 3 games. It's not being talked about a lot. But he did have a DUI charge from last July that is going to probably get settled now. So watch out for him to potentially be suspended 3 games, which definitely will hurt the Vikings, but I'm going to eat it. I'm going to eat the 3 games and still have them win the division at plus 320. Love the value there. And once again, Vegas is liking the Vikings more. I mean, 2 months ago they were plus 400, now plus 320. It's a solid drop there. All right, next division up is the NFC West, and I've been gushing about this one all offseason, folks. Niners are the favorites at plus 150. Rams are the second favorites at plus 195. Cardinals are next up at plus 450. And the Seahawks are at plus 500. Now, some movement here in the back end of this division. Niners and Rams are still the same, plus 150, plus 195. But the Seahawks and Cardinals have flip-flopped. Cardinals were kind of the 4th favorites. They were both plus 475 for 3 and 4. But the Cardinals went to plus 450, while the Seahawks went to plus 500. So Seahawks getting worse of all these trades and having Sam Darnold be their quarterback, where the Cardinals, with Kyler Murray, are getting better value. Caleb Williams' value getting worse. Color me shocked. Not. Folks, everything coming out of Caleb Williams is not good. Not good. His value is dropping all over the place. And I got yapped at. I got yapped at on Instagram, folks. Can you believe it? I post my video of, comparing Kyler Murray to Caleb Williams yesterday, and he did not like that. He's a Bears fan. And this is what he said to me, folks. He told me to stick the ripping cards on Whatnot. Who are you talking to? This is what he has to say, folks. This was his comment. I'll take on this. Okay. I mean, I'm literally telling y'all, okay, whatever. I'm pretty sure he was upset because I put that Caleb Williams was throwing interceptions. in training camp. And I get it. Everybody throws interceptions besides Tua, because I don't know if y'all been keeping track, but he finally threw his first interception in like practice 9. Okay. Bink. But yes, that was a point. That was one of the many points that I made. These interceptions are not getting any better. So this is what he had to say. I'll take on this. I'll take. Get out of here. I'm pretty sure TB12, Breeze, Manning, and pretty much all other quarterbacks have thrown interceptions in training camp. Laughing face emoji. Yes, I get it. Nobody is perfect. Okay, I mean, do you see what arguments people start to pull out? Well, no, but I never said anybody's perfect. Besides Josh Allen. Josh Allen's the only perfect player, perfect quarterback in the entire history of the world, and we all know that. Nobody is perfect. And with Ben Johnson offensively changing everything, well, that's the point. That's the point. Ben Johnson's been here for a few months installing his offense and is still not getting better yet. That was the point. Everything Caleb is used to and familiar with, it's going to look off. And this year may be rough. Oh, so now we got to wait the entire year. Once again, falling into the trap of a rebuild. Rebuild is the fakest bunk thing ever created, folks. I don't want to hear about a rebuild or, oh yeah, year one's going to look a little off while we get our footing. No, if you're really good, you don't need a year. Patrick Mahomes didn't need a year. Lamar Jackson didn't need a year. Jaden Daniels didn't need a year. Washington didn't need a year. CJ Stroud, the Texans, didn't need a year. Stop it, folks. If you need a year to rebuild, you are garbage still. Sorry. And this year may be rough for Chicago, but Caleb Williams equals Kyler Murray? Question mark? No shot. Chicago equals Arizona? Question mark? No shot. Well, we just told you Vegas. And I replied with that, well, Vegas. And then he pulled this on me, folks. He said, I forgot Vegas runs sports. LOL, my bad. They do. Are you not listening? Is it not clocking to you still? So that's what he said to me. Even on paper, that guy doesn't make sense. LMAO. Stick to ripping cards on whatnot, my guy. And that's what really grinds my gears. Don't call me my guy. Don't do that to me. Don't get that zinger. Oh, my guy. My guy doesn't even know ball, my guy. Stop it, folks. Knock it off. So that's that. All right, back to the divisions here. But once again, I mean, folks, y'all can argue with me. That's fine. Y'all can argue with me, but I'll be right. Folks, I'm always right. I'm just about like 6 months ahead of the curve, and that's why y'all think I'm wrong. But I'll be right, and I'll come back and tell y'all I was right, and then y'all still won't care, and then still will say I'm trash and don't know what I'm talking about. So, I mean, we'll keep playing this game, folks. We'll keep playing the game. The Rams at plus 195, I'm absolutely gushing over. And I know Matthew Stafford, he may be out a few games. And I just don't care. Jimmy Garoppolo and the greatness of Sean McVay, they'll be able to overcome some of those games. But Vegas isn't worried about it either because these odds have not gone anywhere for the last 2 months, and that's when this whole Matthew Stafford not 100% narrative has kind of been ramping up the last 2 months. So Vegas isn't concerned, which means the beard is not concerned. All right, next division up is the AFC East. We got the Bills as the favorites at minus 310. The Patriots, second favorite every day for the last 2 months is value. It was at Dolphins plus 650. Now it's at Dolphins plus 900. Vegas is not liking the Dolphins here, folks, but Vegas is wrong. And then we got the Jets at plus 1800. So the Patriots and the Jets are still the same. The Bills went from minus 260 to minus 310, so Vegas is gushing over them, and the Dolphins went from plus 650 to plus 900. I guess I'll play along. Bills win the division, folks. Dolphins are competitive. Settle down. All right, NFC East, and this is an absolute layup. Eagles are the favorites at minus 130. Gush? Can we gush over this, folks? Yes. That's easy slam dunk home run. Lock it in right now. And I know you guys are probably thinking, well, what? Washington. They're not paying Scary Terry, folks. We're not betting on any team that does not have everything figured out before training camp. What have we not learned from last year and every single year? The Bengals are learning, but they're not even learning because they still didn't even pay Trey Hendrickson. They're just like, all right, we're going to play our players more in preseason. Hopefully that will do it. So I know y'all are still liking Washington, but at plus 205, it makes no sense to bet that. Potential, sophomore slump for Jaden Daniels, Cliff Kingsbury. We got Dan Quinn. Question marks on both of them for longevity of being good and maintaining being good. We've seen good years by those two, but then drop off significantly kind of for the rest of their tenure at head coach. Dan Quinn for the Falcons, gets to the Super Bowl, can't do anything after that. Cliff Kingsbury for the Cardinals. Once again, Kyler Murray, good year, good second year, but just really couldn't do anything with them. So, with all those question marks and the Scary Terry and Fat Debo, we cannot bet this, folks. This is not good. Let me just be clear. This is not good value. Now, if we're talking Washington plus 405, now we're talking value. But plus 205 with big question marks and the juggernaut Eagles still in the division? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So Washington still plus 205. Cowboys at plus 550. Somehow odds got better from plus 600 2 months ago. George Pickens, okay, but still Schottenheimer as the coach. No, thank you. And then we got the Giants at plus 2,500. Once again, no chance there. Like the Giants to be competitive, like their win totals, but they're not winning the division. So Eagles minus 130, fantastic value. That's really good value. Folks, Bills are minus 310. This is where favorites can really go. You know what I mean? All right, next division up. We got three more here, folks. The AFC North. We got the Ravens are the favorites at minus 165. Bengals second favorites at plus 270. Steelers third favorites at plus 500. And the Browns plus 3,500. And after this news of Snoop Huntley, folks, you got to throw this one out. Cannot even think about betting on the Browns here. And I'm pretty sure my dad, I think he called me like a month ago. He put a parlay together for division winners, and he put the Browns in. It was like Dolphins, Browns, and two others. I was like, the Browns, there's no chance. The Dolphins, obviously, a chance, but this Browns team, don't call me with that. I can't get excited for you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had to pretend to be excited, be like, yeah, that could definitely hit. Wow, yeah. I love you, but no chance. Sorry. Now this one's really tough. I really probably stay away from this. Steelers are in the mix, but I'm going to take them out. And it's really between the Ravens and the Bengals. And once again, I want to start, gushing over the Bengals, but they're still not doing it right. Still not playing Trey Hendrickson. I like that their offense is going to be ready, but we still need that defense a little bit at the end of the day. So I probably endorse staying away from it. We'll go Ravens here just to fulfill it all. But this is really close here, folks. This is really close. Bengals plus 270. It's not the worst value. Jags right behind him at plus 290. Colts behind them at 370. And then the Titans at plus 600. Now, I like the Colts and I like the Jags that make a little noise. But still the Texans at the end of the day, that defense, kind of their bread and butter. C.J. Stroud is great, good, above average. Nico Collins, top 10 receiver in the league. Now, the Jaguars, once again, I think they're going to be good. I think they'll be competitive. I think Trevor Lawrence is going to be better. But once again, we still have to see that. The Colts, I like them to be good. I like Daniel Jones. I like Anthony Richardson still. But once again, are they going to be able to do enough kind of in 1 year to propel themselves past the Texans and that great defense? I just don't know. And then the Titans being at plus 600. Cam Ward's good, but they're going to need more than Cam Ward, folks. Like, Cam Ward is the truth. So let's all be clear on that. But we're not taking them to win the division. They've got nothing else on their team. So Texans plus 110. It's not bad value, honestly. It's pretty good value. Get plus money there. I think a lot of people are still gushing about the Jags, and I get it. But I don't know if they're ready to overtake the division. And then that leads us to the NFC South. Bucs are the favorites at minus 110. Falcons right behind them at plus 250. Panthers behind them at 380. And then the Saints at plus 1,400, which, once again, the Saints are going to be the worst team in the league. So the fact that they're only plus 1,400, I mean, that's a blessing for them. That's a blessing. All right, and I'm going to say this. I think this is probably the second toughest division to call, AFC North being 1, NFC South being 2, because this Falcons team is once again just knocking on the door. The Bucs, I mean, they've won this division the last few years. Baker Mayfield getting it done. New offensive coordinator every year, still being good and manageable. People are gushing that this Bucs wide receiver room is the best in the league. I know. And with the Falcons, I mean, once again, it's just they got to do it. They got to go and make Kyle Pitts good. Michael Penix Jr. has to show himself being good, and I think that will come. It's not bad value for the Falcons, but I am going to go the Bucs. I'm going to show the Bucs a little respect here and have them to win the division. Now, last year, the Falcons were winning the division the entire way, and then Kirk Cousins lost like the last 6 games. The shoulder injury or whatever it was. And that's why the Bucs ended up winning the division. So this is a toss-up. I probably leave out Ravens and Bucs, but overall, picking every single division winner, the St. Nick endorsement, it's an 8-pick parlay for plus 34,123. So $100 pays $34,000, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be going into our Discord, folks. I might submit it today. So that means half of it, folks, about $15,000, $16,000, $17,000 potentially up for grabs in the Discord, folks. So make sure you join it for $20 a month, and you get your chance at $17,000 when this cashes, because we know ball bink. Now we take out. Let me take out the Bucs and let me take out the Ravens. We put it in again. It's a 6-leg parlay for plus 11,061 odds. So $100 pays 11,000, and I think once again we'll put this into the Discord for a nice little $5,000 payout as well. All right, I like that. All right, so we like those two. If we're, I want to do Rams. If we're going to go guaranteed locks, we go Eagles, we go Rams, and we go Texans. Eagles, Rams, Texans, Bills, Chiefs. That 4-teamer, or 5-teamer. Plus 2,557, so $100 pays $2,600. Not bad there on kind of all favorites, I would say. We get some nice juice with the Rams. We like that. Alrighty, so that's how I see the divisions playing out, folks. Now that we're 2 weeks into training camp, preseason game number 1 coming out. I doubt these values change too much from now to the beginning of the season. They may shift a little bit, so if you're looking to squeeze out some value somewhere, you may still find it. But we got to start locking them in now, folks, before the value is gone. Alrighty, that is going to do it for us today, folks. Went a little late, but that's fine. Appreciate everybody tuning in, listening, and watching. We're back tomorrow for the show again at noon Eastern. And then our debut solo show, folks, on the GoldAddy channel, on the app, whatnot. We're going to be running a show 8 p.m. Eastern time, so make sure you're in for that. Got a great show planned, great cards. And hopefully y'all can get on the value early. So if you're interested in card breaking, I also do that, folks. I love the sports. I'm into the sports, folks. I do it all. Alrighty. So that's tomorrow. Big day tomorrow. So come join, tune in, hang out. Alrighty. Get a great rest of your Tuesday. Tuesday? No. Wednesday. Tuesday. We'll see you Wednesday. And we've got NFL football knocking on the door, folks. Full slate this week. Gear up.